So folks, without further ado, Michael, are we ready?
Yes, we are ready!
Hey. Folks, as I see folks that come right across here in front of me, to the far side, they want to meet you folks, the fans. So when they come out and they're at their tables, please go by and say hi to them. They're here for you folks. Let's hear from Mr. Terry Carter! First show, please. You know him as the thermosing god, Captain Apollo, Richard Hatch. Thank you, Mr. This is when I go through time with Richard. Folks, we have the both very beautiful Miss Anne Lockhart. And we have our beautiful, launch when ready, Sarah Rush. Sarah, here is your lovely daughter.
Yes, this is my daughter, Amanda.
Sarah, you guys know everybody doesn't like Anne Lockhart. Now, folks, we have the very humorous and very Mr. Jack Stauffer. Jack, you have the surgery, you can walk now, sir.
I'm so lonely.
Jack, you'll record your space.
Wait. Oh, okay. Okay. Wheelchair on 4, please.
This one to a Galactica at Galacticon, folks. Look to Miss Leah Carnes. The wonderful and beautiful ladies, you're all beautiful. Miss Kathy Coleman. Hey, gorgeous. And Mr. Wesley Muir. And also right behind him is Mr. Philip Paley. Chuck himself, folks. That's come out of flesh, Chuck. Thank you, sir. Folks, thank you very much. Now, Miss Land Carnes. Folks, you all have a seat, please.
Oh, we're allowed to sit?
You're allowed.
Is this like musical chairs or something now?
Only for Richard.
Okay. So right away we're missing JG and you
There's
got
that.
Oh.
If I was
Start trouble, Richard.
Okay. All right.
Oh, go through. You guys are back here. They didn't tell me you were back here. Folks, the silent god himself, Eric Chu. And the awesome Lee Stringer. No, you're welcome. You have not welcome to me. Now, folks, we have some special guests, but I'm going to turn this over to the wonderful Miss Leah Carnes.
Just to be on the safe side, I have a
rolled up piece of toilet paper back here. That sounded really bad. Let me start again. I didn't know that I was going to be doing this introduction. I didn't want to do this introduction because I'm about to introduce you to two little girls who are so special to my heart.
One of them's my sister.
That's your sister. And sometimes I get a little emotional. Okay, every time I get a little emotional talking about them. So just in case. At G3, I was sitting at my table. Get comfortable, this is a Leah story coming up, guys. Be forewarned. At G3, I was sitting at my table, and this lovely blonde woman walked by, and I noticed that she was crying. And I pulled her in, and I said, "Oh, is everything okay?" And she said yes, that she had just met Mary McDonnell, and was feeling quite emotional about that meeting. It turns out that her son was diagnosed with brain cancer when he was little, and he was diagnosed with brain cancer when he was little, and to escape from all of the icky stuff that was happening medically at home, they found Battlestar Galactica and used it as a really nice escape to just forget what was going on for an hour. And when Mary's character was diagnosed with cancer, she really took that journey with Mary and wanted to tell her that. And it was quite emotional for her, so she, got a little emotional. I pulled her in, and I said, "Oh, how's your son doing?" She said, "Oh, I'm so happy to tell you he's fine. But my daughter has a rare condition called mitochondrial disease," and she started telling me her daughter's story. And I just kept thinking, I feel like I'm talking to my sister, because my niece, who is the exact same age as Amber's daughter, Savannah, traveled the exact same journey that Savannah had been on. They have different conditions, but really the exact same medical path. And I thought, this is amazing, these two girls. And when I got back home, I decided to bring in the Battlestar family, fans, and cast, and creators of the show, and see if we could do something to help these girls out, and their families who were facing huge medical bills. So we started a GoFundMe campaign, and to date I think we raised about $17,000 for the girls. A Battlestar fan who's here somewhere in this audience contacted me from England, and he said, how about we do a walk or something for the girls? Let's get them some publicity. And so this idea was born that we would try and get the attention of the Ellen DeGeneres show, because what a great platform to talk about these girls' journeys, and to talk about people who suffer from rare diseases and how often they fall through the medical cracks and a lot of money has to come out of pocket. And to get these two girls to meet, because one of them lives on the East Coast of the United States, the other lives in the West Coast of Canada. So we decided that we were going to do a walk. We figured out how many miles it was from each girl's home to the Ellen DeGeneres show, over 3,000 miles. And we asked people around the world to walk, run, swim, wheel, bike, horseback ride. There was the biggest snowstorm of the century, so how about you snowshoe, which they did, they skied, they snowmobiled. And about 1,000 people in 17 countries took part, and we moved those girls all the way from their homes to the Ellen DeGeneres show, and then all the way back again. People recorded how many miles they moved, and then they made signs, and they tweeted their signs to the Ellen DeGeneres show. There were some really cool ones. There was a little dog who's in a wheelchair, his hind legs are paralyzed, and he walked a mile one day, and then swam a mile the next day, and donated his miles. It was amazing. And Ellen, nothing. Nothing. We didn't get a single response from the Ellen DeGeneres show. So when the girls were invited to this convention to meet for the very first time, which happened about 10 minutes ago, in front of their Battlestar family, to be with their Battlestar family, oh shucks, I almost made it. It just seemed entirely appropriate that this should be the place that they're going to meet. Who needs Ellen when you've got Battlestar Galactica? The entire weekend. They're really excited to be here, and their families. We're gonna have a table set up for them where we're signing, and it's gonna have all sorts of information about the girls at the table. But tomorrow from 10:30 until noon, the girls will be at their tables because we want them to feel like the superstars that they are. So by donation, you can get your picture taken with the girls, and then on Sunday you can get them to sign that picture. So please welcome Savannah and Seattle. We have some special items that were donated by the Battlestar cast. So Michael Hogan sent the last 3 scripts of Daybreak, and he signed them. The rest of the cast will also sign them. They are not what you saw on TV. They are not the final episodes, so you can take a little peek at what mighta, coulda, shoulda. And the very, very talented Eric Cylon God created a really cool racetrack lithograph. We have only 100 of them, so you can get those at the. You may have one. I pulled one out. They're incredible. So they'll be at the girls' table. And Mary McDonald and Eddie have donated a dinner for 4 people plus them. That will be a silent auction item. You have to go to the girls' table to bid on it. And you can get into teams of 4 and pool your money together and have dinner with them. The dinner will take place either in LA or at the next convention that they appear at. Travel expenses are not included. And now I was supposed to introduce...
The voice is back there, but I'm going to do it for him. Ladies and gentlemen, makeup artist great, Mr. John Paladin. And everybody's favorite board, Mr. Manu Interebe.
Galacticon, everyone. Let's do a round of applause. Now, folks, I have a confession to make. Of all the names I was reading, his I feared the most. Sorry, man. It's one of the longest ones I can't pronounce. Now, folks, I was asked to give a short tribute to our father creator, Glenn Larson. Now, those of you who know me, I run a group online. It's with the Clone Sound Alliance in Sector 18. And I made a post to our group a while ago, and it was the day after we found out about Mr. Larson passing. I'm sure you know what I have on there. So, we've all seen the unfortunate news of Mr. Larson's passing. This year of 2014, we've seen too many of Hollywood's greatest passing of Mr. Larson. Left us a legacy to keep everything, the fire burning, not only for BSG, but for all of fandom as well. Just as Mr. Roddenberry left us when he passed. So today is a reminder how precious the gift of life really is for all of us in this room. And let's all keep in our hearts and our souls what we share and celebrate every day with the stories that we have, memories, and especially the future of what fandom and friends and family mean to all of us, and celebrations and memories we will experience in the near future. Let's just take a moment of silence to remember Mr. Larson, Mr. Roddenberry, and all the other greats that we are no longer with us. Just take a moment of silence, please. Thank you, folks, very much. Now, I had a little bit of unfinished business here with Mr. Richard Hatch. Richard?
One more.
Now, as you know, those who were G3, I was this gentleman right here, and I will not use the term very lightly. We were waiting for some microphones to show up, and this gentleman said, "Who wants to challenge me in thumb wrestling?" 400 of you at G3 said, "Steve will do it." 100 feet away from this guy. Yeah, I've lost every match with this gentleman. I challenged him in December when I met GGFG for the first time. I still lost. So Richard, in tradition of being the MC on stage, I'm prepared to lose again. I will admit it right now, folks. That was thing got us right here, not someone else we met in December, right around front.
Get him, Steve.
I am also going to lose this one, folks.
Who said that?
Richard, can you explain the rules of thumb wrestling for Galacticon?
Okay. 2 rules, right? You can only go 180, 180, and you can't pull out. Okay? Pulling out is painful work.
Thanks, Ash.
Can you hold on?
Wait, you gotta see something first. Okay, look. See his hand? Look at his hand. Okay, watch my hand. Look at this little hand.
One.
Wait, relax. Take a deep breath. Let go. No, you can tell his ass is so tight. You guys wear a suit like that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I declare us done for bow.
On.
On you. Bow. This is what happens every con now, folks. Most of you I've met before. It's good to see you all back up here again. Terry, I'll start with a question for you. Since I saw you in Rhode Island back in November, we all heard we thought we had lost the great Terry Carter, but unfortunately we did not. So, I'm going to pass it down to you, Terry. We're glad that you're still with us. What are you doing to keep yourself out of trouble these days?
The kind of trouble of which you speak is not part of my experience. So, I don't know, maybe half the people here don't even know what we're talking about, but apparently in the music business there's a guy out in California who had an argument with somebody else who happened to be named Terry Carter, and he decided to run him over with his car. And he,
Suge Knight.
Suge, yeah.
Suge Knight,
Okay.
still in jail for murder.
Whatever, his name is Suge Knight, and he ran the guy over and killed him. And I think it was TMZ who picked it up first, and they did a whole spread about Terry Carter's passing. It was a beautiful bit, you know. I mean, when I read it, I gotta tell you, I cried, you know. And then I said, wait a minute, something wrong with it. That can't be me. I finally figured it out. But by that time, Entertainment Weekly and Variety and a number of other showbiz organs had picked up this story without bothering to check. I did get a call from CNN. I got a call from CNN, and they said, is this Terry Carter? I said, yeah. He said, okay, that's all I want to know, and he hung up. You know, I thought he was going to interview me, you know. I said, you know, this is my chance to, you know, spread my wings a little bit, but that was not the case. So the fact was that it went all over the universe, the internet and stuff, that I was gone. And you know, as actors, the old saying we have, I don't care what they say about me, as long as they spell my name right. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are other things that can concern you. They spelled my name right, but that's the only part they got right. So all I could do is I talked with my press agent, and we went out to Twitter, and I put out a Twitter saying, how did I do this? To quote Mark Twain, rumors of my death are greatly exaggerated. And that worked, and people picked it up, and it ran around, I think, about 2,900 times on Twitter. So I figured that's good. Anybody who didn't see it, you know, I can do without. So I think I have about 2,900 fans in the world that I'm going to hold on to. But anyway, it was a bizarre thing. Because what happened was they ran the obit, nice pictures and everything else, and then they ran a retraction of the obit. So I got a kind of a double shot at that, you know. It's not often in life that you can live long enough to read your own obituaries. You know, I think that there's some kind of, special honor about that or something. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I haven't figured that part out yet. But that was my experience. So.
Thank you, Jim. Richard. Last time I was saying The Voice, which is the thing that you gave me 2 years ago at G3, which still lives on. Also, Ms. Lockhart gave that name to me, and Ms. Kathy Coleman. You three, I think you're after that name. It's lived in infamy for 2 years. Thank you all very much for that. Richard, with Axnar. Axnar, that's yours, what's any progress on that? Or you as a Klingon?
Yeah, actually, how many people have seen Axnar? Anybody here? If you have not, how many Trek fans here? Oh, wow, goodness. Actually, I believe on Saturday, is it not the XNR panel on Saturday? I believe so.
I believe so, yes, sir.
Okay.
Check right there.
This is, I think this is kind of the, where the industry is going. I don't know about you, but so many wonderful shows have been taken off the air, right? Shows like Firefly, Babylon 5, Farscape, Battlestar, Star Trek. I mean, the networks and studios don't seem interested in doing these kinds of shows anymore. I used to think it was because the budgets are volatile. It's not because of that. I think they just don't get this genre. They don't get the audience. It doesn't make sense to them. So there's kind of I think a move, an alternate line of programming, a way of reaching the audience that's bypassing the old traditional studio process, which I hate to say makes the most money for the people who do the least amount of work, and the people that do the most amount of work make the least amount of money. The artists and the people that put these things together should benefit by the projects they create. Don't you agree? So, you know, Felicia Day, who I love, she's kind of broke through with a new business model of producing, you know, The Guild, which was a show about gamers online. And it started out with her putting it together herself, funding it herself. The next year, she found a way, which was kind of a forerunner of the new Kickstarter way of fans contributing $50, $100 to something that you believe in, something that you want to see that the networks and studios may not be willing to put together. And fans could push a button and support the production. Well, by the time you got to the third year, they had so many people that network advertisers, people wanted to come in and advertise and give revenue and help promote it. And it ended up with 2 to 4 million people, fans, watching the show. That was the beginning of realizing that the internet was a way of reaching fans directly, having an intimate relationship with all of us, and I include myself, where you can give feedback, people listen, people are able to build a collaborative relationship with everybody that's watching the show. And for a very small amount of money, $50, $100, something like this, and if you reach deep enough into the marketplace, you realize there's enough of us to support anything that we really want to see. And right now, I'm discovering now that the Indiegogo Kickstarter process is raising tremendous amounts of money. So XNR has raised over $1 million to do an indie Trek film on the level of a studio film. And we have Kate Vernon from the new Battlestar that's on the show. Tony Todd from Candyman, you might know him from many, many productions. Myself. We have so many wonderful, Gary Graham, J.G. Hersler, who's here this weekend. So anyway, they've developed this prelude, this introduction to the show that you can go online and take a look at. There's also smaller, shorter versions of that. But we're gonna play that here on Saturday, I believe, and you'll get a chance to check it out. So I don't know what the studios are gonna do. I don't know what Paramount's gonna do. I think it's the beginning of finding whole new ways to create the kind of sci-fi programming, and I don't know about you, but I'm hungry for quality, visionary science fiction. Are you not? Yeah. So we'll be playing that. I'm hoping, actually, I'm doing a screening tonight at a movie theater, the Civ movie theater, about a couple of blocks from here, tonight around 7, 8 o'clock, where we're playing the Battlestar original movie. And I don't know if you've ever seen it on the big screen. I actually played it. I produced one convention, by the way, which I'm not going to go into now, but that's why I have so much forgiveness for everybody. I made every mistake you could possibly make. But we played the Battlestar movie on the IMAX. And let me just tell you, it looked amazing. Except for a few little matte paintings and things like that that kind of, you know. But I think a new Battlestar movie would be absolutely extraordinary, which, by the way, they're working on right now. I don't know how many of you know that, but they are working on a viable Battlestar Galactica movie. So hopefully, based on the original. So,
Hey, Richard?
yeah.
Can I have 1 second and ask you
Sure.
to do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you say the name Sandra Hess or Sandra Hess in a big, pretty voice?
Sandra Hess.
Right there. Can you say the name Jewel State?
Jewel.
State.
Oh, State.
Well, Richard, thanks very much, my friend.
Thank you.
Miss Ann Lockhart,
Oh, yes. Yes.
I have known you for about a while. And it's a while. It's always good to see. It's been 3 years since I've seen you. Last time it was, been too long. Last time we talked, you were still doing some voiceovers.
Yes,
We're still doing voiceovers for a certain
Yes.
TV show.
yes.
Which one is that?
Chicago Fire.
Folks, when you hear
You
a,
guys watch Chicago Fire?
this is the one
I do
here.
all the background screaming, wheezing, coughing women being pulled up in the building. But, most specifically, I'm the dispatcher. I'm the voice of doom. I'm the one who would, truck 81, ambulance 61, car fire, 419 Main Street. I announce every collapsed bridge, exploded hospital. So that's me doing that for 3 years, and we got picked up for our 4th season.
Mr. Jack Stauffer.
I didn't do it.
Yes, sir, you did. When I saw you last time, just like you did, you had to crawl out here. And yet, when you did it on stage, it's like, it was great. But we all want to know how you're feeling, how the surgery went.
Nobody gives a shit about that. I want to ask you people something. You're going to listen to us talk about ourselves all weekend. I am not a doctor, but I have played many on television. So as the resident psychologist here, I want to get in touch with your innermost feelings. Given what has happened, and we all know what has happened, I want you to vent. So, I want to hear a loud yell, scream, or anything if you're experiencing any of these feelings. Betrayal!
Yes, they're not.
Pissed off! Alright, well I want you to, how about uncertain? Absolutely. Well, don't feel bad. We felt like that every day of our lives as actors. You know, we had no confidence, but for all of us here, for all of you who hung in there and came to this thing, I've said it many, many times, none of us standing here would have any kind of notoriety or celebrity status at all at the end if it wasn't for you. You are the most important people out here. Throughout all this crap that happened here, right? We came here because of you, and we thank you for showing up and hanging in there, and we promise you, you will have a good time this weekend, because we will make it that way.
J.J. Hartzler and Robert O'Reilly.
I'm glad he came in as he was identifying the most important people here.
Gentlemen, welcome. Robert, how are you, sir? Pleasure. John, how are you?
We took the train.
You took the... Other well, actually, if you want, blame Richard on that one. You blame was supposed to get the transporter working.
I was blame Canada. Are there any Canadians there?
I said nothing, it was him. Sarah. Miss Sarah.
Yes, yes.
We had talked a couple days ago, and I was curious how that went for you. You had a call back.
Oh, yes. Oh, gosh. This is the life of an actor. I was supposed to take an 11 o'clock flight yesterday, but then I had a call back. And so you can't, miss a job opportunity.
What's a callback?
A callback. It was for a really good national commercial, and of course, so then I called the Alaska Airlines 3 different times, all throughout the night, to see if I could take the 6 o'clock flight and not pay $800. And finally got a sympathetic person. I was able to do that. But and then of course I found out that the second callback is today. What? But that's okay. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so thrilled to be here. I really wanted to come. Thank you for being here. And we're going to have a good weekend, and we were talking about, we're looking forward to the 40th anniversary of Battlestar Galactica too, in a few years. But I will say something really funny. I was kind of cracking myself up when I was on the way to my audition. I was trying to warm up my voice a little bit. So I was going 100 microns and closing. 99 microns and closing. I was cracking myself up. So anyway. I'm glad you're here. God bless you all.
That was wonderful. That's you, man. That's you. I just want to say thank you for that wonderful introduction, and you did a great job getting done. You really, really did.
Oh, thank you very much.
I knew it was coming eventually. I knew it. I'll go over here to this side real quick. John? Yes? You are responsible. You guys, you make these two look great.
Better.
I didn't say that, I said good.
I heard it before you said it. I'm sorry.
Like, I know a lot more than you think.
Well, it just brings out their inner personalities. Since we were talking psychology, no, it's just a fun thing to do, and I'm glad there's so many Star Trek fans here, intermingling along with the Battlestar Galactica, Land of the Lost, and it's and the various other programs that are going to be represented. Thank you for hanging in. Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend, and it's all thanks to you, as everybody has said. Without you, we got nothing.
Yeah.
Gigi. I had the pleasure of being with Gigi Edgley in December, and
or when I go into auditions in LA, they go, Gigi Edgley? Is there a Gigi Edgley in the room? Who the hell is that? And I'm like, oh crap, it's me. Thanks for having us, guys. You, as we have all said, make us exist. You have believed in our dreams and the crazy things that make us tick, and we wouldn't be dressed, nor fed, nor looked after, or able to pursue what we love unless it was for you guys. So we are so, so thankful and so appreciative. As we were talking before about Kickstarters, absolutely love them. Indiegogos, it's such a beautiful opportunity to join forces with you guys. Recently, we raised over $44,000 to shoot this really cool film called Hashtag that we want to take to Sundance and Cannes and Toronto. If you want to come up to the table, I can tell you all about it. I'm just actually now joining forces with Jimmy Diggs, who was one of the most successful freelance writers for Star Trek, and he wants to animate in motion capture. Garrett Wong, myself, Mira Furlan, Vernon Wells, Tim Russ, and I'm sure there may be a few other names on the way as well, in a Star Trek animated series as well. So I can't wait to be trying to do that too. So that's super cool. And one last thing about the good old Star Trek universe is that I've been speaking to the beautiful Vic Mignogna with Star Trek Continues, so there may be a little sneaky Nabari appearing on that as well, but we shall see. Can't wait to meet you all in person. Have a great weekend.
Hi, everybody. Give me that Kleenex. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, what I want to say that I have found that's very interesting to me is I've done conventions now for about 7 years. And I can't remember everybody's names, but I certainly remember. I know it's KK Egley, I did it. Anyway, I certainly remember all the faces, and what I'm finding so odd is half the time I can't tell the difference between the fans and the celebrities because we've all bonded so tightly over these years, and I see people that I've met before in the audience and backstage, and we really truly are all one family, and everybody takes a position in a family where one person takes out the garbage, the other one mows the lawn, and you guys get us here and we give you everything we got, and really, you know, we're so grateful that you let us do that. It's such a joy. It really truly is. It's a joy to be able to have done something that you guys like and be able to talk about it, and you keep us with big smiles on our faces, and I thank you for that. This is my brother Wesley.
Hi guys, thank you so much for letting us be here. I know we're not Battlestar Galactica, but you know, we're kind of like the little brother of Battlestar because we're all sci-fi. And I don't know if you guys all know that the Star Trek writers wrote Land of the Lost. David Gerald, who created Trouble with Tribbles. And of course I don't know if you guys saw Dragon Tales on PBS. I created Dragon Tales for PBS. Which ran for 9 years. So, anyway, we look forward to meeting you guys, and thank you so much for letting us be here. We appreciate it. And now a little Chaka. Hello Chaka, how are you? Speak, don't bite me, Chaka. Here.
Regardless of his salsa. Well, what? You sure?
Can you tell them that my book came out? I forgot.
There you
My book came out, and it has a lot of this kind of activity in it, so check it out.
Well, hello. It's really nice to be here with the Battlestar Galactica cast, and I'm just a little monkey boy from 40 years ago without any makeup. And so it's a real joy to just, you know, be part of the convention. I don't have a book, but I do have T-shirts. And, you know, it's just a joy, and having a lot of fun so far, and it's great to see all of you. Thanks.
The silent God himself.
Okay, how long has Battlestar been out now? It was 2013? What? No, sorry, 2003, sorry. Okay, so that was 12 years ago. Yes. So, okay. So 13 years ago, I was on the other side. I was with you guys. I was like a big fan, and now I can't believe I'm on this side. And it's like a childhood dream come true, and so I don't think any of us are really all that different. I mean, just a turn in fate that we all happen to find ourselves on this side of the table. So I just want to reiterate what Jack said, that essentially you guys came here to see us, but we're here to see you. I mean, I would pay a ticket to see you guys. So, I'm really happy to be here.
Hey, well, I'll continue the trend and say the same thing. I won't go as far back as 2002, but I'll go back as far as the late 70s. Because, it was these guys, even the early 70s. you know, yeah, of course, I was a fan. You know, I was a fan up until, well, actually until today. I still am. So, no, I mean, you know, I was a kid, same as, you know, many of you guys. You know, I had the action figures and the toy Viper and everything else, and of course, other shows influenced me. And yeah, I got lucky, like some other people, and have been very lucky to have worked with and on many interesting shows. And yeah, it is kind of surreal sometimes. And then, of course, you know, things go up and down. And now I'm working on a show about talking cats. But you know, you can ask me about that later. So, but you know, it's all good fun. So we'll see you over the weekend. Thank you.
I didn't come here to see you guys. But I did come here to show you guys something, and I hope that we get to do that. I was just in the phone looking for where I'm supposed to be later today. But no one knows, right? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
No.
I'll let you know in 10 seconds.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully sometime today. I brought a movie that me and Rod Roddenberry made called Instant. That's fantastic, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. And I brought trailers to Fifth Passenger, who some of you guys might have supported. And it's a kick-ass movie. And I've got some stuff from Renegades as well, that's Star Trek Renegades. That's a film like action art that is premiering this weekend. Actually, I missed the premiere to come out here, so bummer. I love you guys, but it's a but yeah, I'm happy to be here, and I hope you guys come see the movie wherever it is. Can you tell me where that's going to be? Yeah?
3 pages to a tiny little print. It is very tiny. It's like...
It's in Fresno.
It's in Fresno.
Kind of this group over here in the front row for the harassment section.
But anyway, somebody hook me up with the audio-visual guy, and I'll announce it as soon as somebody knows. Sorry. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, the duck ones.
We are not fan, we are Klingon.
Have you done the duck ones yet?
Je crois, je t'accrois.
I had a Viper, actually. I had half a Viper in my backyard for quite a while. That was Richard's Viper. And he said, JG, do you mind if I store this at your house? I said, sure. Why not? Yeah, we're not here. Actually, we haven't come here to see anybody.
Well, what happened to the Viper? You left us in the lurch of the Viper.
Well, he left the Viper
What's
there
the matter with this Klingon?
for 1.5 years, or maybe it was 2.5. Maybe it was 5 years, actually.
Could have been 20 years, who knows?
It survived an earthquake. The Northridge earthquake didn't bother the Viper, but it was only half a Viper. It wasn't a whole full-size Viper, but it was big enough for the backyard. But yeah, Bob and I, we've been doing this now for 500 years. 500 years. And this is to celebrate our 500th year doing this. We took the train in. That's why we were a little late. We took
I was Richard III. I don't know.
And then the monorail. But thank you for having us. Thank you for allowing us to be visiting beautiful Seattle. This is the most incredible city. I said that last week in San Francisco. Thank you, Seattle!
I'll give this to the ladies now. Or I get in more trouble.
Hi, everyone. Wow. So, I'm a con virgin. This is my first con.
Welcome to Seattle.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Have you seen my Viper?
Starts already, huh?
It's only half the
I don't know what to say to that? Speechless. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having me. And I'm very much looking forward to getting to know some of you personally. And
not some of the others.
Not some of the others, maybe, yes. And to all of you Battlestar Galactica fans out there, my husband, Michael Trucco, wants me to say hi to you. He's on a train, he really is on a train, from Portland to here, and he will be here hopefully shortly.
Hi. So I'm not a convergent, or a virgin, clearly. There you go. I am 5.5 months pregnant, so I have to pee. Like all the time now, I'm not kidding.
Where's the restroom?
And I'm like burping, which is weird, that's a new thing. I don't know what that's about. So if I burp in your face when you come to the table, I apologize. I haven't had a martini in 5 months. I'm not myself, guys. I'm just not myself. I flew in from Hawaii last night to be with you fine people. So I'm a little sunburnt and I'm peeling like a chameleon. Basically, I'm at my top form. And I can't wait to meet everybody. That's a robot in a chair. Great. This is gonna be awesome.
Folks, your guest celebrity is yours. Galacticon for, let's hear it for one more time. That are here on the floor with me, I'm going to ask you to please rise. Call Mr. Steve Tweed over here. I'll get you back to your belongings backstage real quick. And y'all can follow Mr. Steve over here. Oh, man, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I found out. Somebody told me. So, it's at 3 o'clock right here today. All right? Cool.
All right, folks, now if you all, my celebrity friends, you all stand for your place and exit to Mr. Steve Tweed over here. I'll get you backstage.
Thank you.
Folks, thank you again. So y'all wait right here for me, folks, and we'll get all my friends in. Nice to meet you.